Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Okay, nice to see you again. So let's see. We study 40 akusala cetasika. So then we finish moha group, delusion, moha, shamelessness, ahirika, fearlessness, anuttappa, and breathlessness, uddhacca. So we already completed. And also we finish lobha group, greed, wrong view, and conceit, or comparing mind. So we also finish lobha group, and we have a dosa group, hatred, avarice, envy, and worry. So last year we already completed the first one, hatred. So this year we will start avarice. Then also sloth, torpor, and doubt. So this is the last group. So 40 akusala cetasikas can be classified into 4 groups. Moha group, delusion group, right? 4. And lobha group, greed. And hatred group, and dosa. And the last one, the last group, sloth and torpor and doubt. So altogether 40. Then, so this year we'll study sloth and torpor, asa. So you can look at page number, what is it? Page number 84, right? Page number 84. So normally you can read it later. Actually, I will use my own note to talk about envy or jealousy. Normally we simply use jealousy. Asa. Bhikkhu Bodhi, he used the word envy. Envy. Asa is an aversion or unhappiness toward success of other people. And it is a joy toward failure of others. So when people are successful, other people are successful, you're not happy. You cannot rejoice. So such state of mind is called jealousy, asa. Sometimes when somebody fails to do something, you feel very happy. That's also that state of mind, asa or jealousy. When it is in mind, one cannot see the good things of other people and cannot congratulate other people's achievement. It's quite common. There's a human nature, right? Human nature. Especially when you're walking in your office, when you study in your school, even in the family, right? When somebody is successful, then you cannot tolerate. You have unhappiness in your mind. So that is called asa, jealousy. Quite common. Especially it happens when peers, among your friend. When your boss praise somebody, then you cannot congratulate. You feel unhappy, Why not me? Like that, right? Like that. So this is an unwholesome mental state. It's very common, among us. Some of its manifestations are using divisive speeches. So you use divisive speeches among your friends so that other people do not like or do not appreciate that person's achievement. And also gossiping. Normally we gossip other people, Especially we gossip somebody who is trying to compete with you, And slandering. So these are the characteristics of jealousy. Jealousy is quite common. So when you see your neighbors and they can buy a very good car and they can use expensive luxurious things, they can spend a lot of money, you cannot rejoice. You feel unhappy for that because you cannot spend like them, right? You cannot spend like them. So that is a human nature. It usually arises to people who have no confidence themselves. Normally, people who do not have confidence about themselves, so they have a jealousy in their mind, They cannot rejoice achievement of other people. It is a direct enemy of altruistic joy, mudita, right? Normally, when you can rejoice success or achievement of other people, if you can have joy feeling in your mind, happiness in your mind, that's called mudita, right? Mudita. Mudita is one of the divine dwellings, one of the Brahma Vihara, right? Brahma Vihara. Jealousy is opposite of mudita. It's quite common among people. Not only people, among monks. Monks also, jealousy in their mind, They cannot appreciate achievement of other people, other monks, other monks. That's jealousy, There's two monasteries. One is successful, a lot of followers, a lot of devotees. That your temple is empty. Jealousy in your mind, right? You cannot appreciate a lot of people in other temples. You feel unhappy looking at that, right? Looking at that. So that is a jealousy, It happens. Quite common. Even among your family members, right? When your brother and sisters are getting richer and richer, if you cannot stand or if you are not happy, so if you are not happy in your mind, that's jealousy. That's jealousy. Easy to generate, It is easy to generate. Even among the family members, sometimes we have a jealousy toward the promotion of your brother and sisters. So therefore, the Buddha normally promote the importance of altruistic joy. So we have to rejoice, congratulate the success and good things about other people. So if you are not happy, seeing good things about other people, something wrong, that is unwholesome, akusala, called asa, jealousy. Not only human being, but also the deva as well. So in Brahmajala Sutta, Tika-nikaya, the first Sutta, mentioned one of the story of a deva. Deva, especially in the first and second heavenly realms, they also have a jealousy. So when they was born in the Deva realm, they see, sun devas, their missions are greater than their own, So their light are brighter than themselves. When they come near to you, you have to keep away to them because they are more powerful. Then sun deva cannot stand it. They have intense, hatred towards such devas. Because the deva, they got their mission, they got their light, they got their luxurious things because of their past karma, right? If somebody know this is because of their past karma, there's no way to generate any hatred or aversion in their mind. But sun deva, when they see the deva who are brighter and glorious than themselves, so they feel unhappy, they have intense aversion toward those deva. Then actually the body of deva is very subtle, so subtle that because of hatred, because of dosa, intense dosa in their mind, their body was burned, Their body became heated, so heated that they died right away because of hatred. So that means sun devas, even the deva, cannot stand, the good things, the success of other devas. So therefore, because of that, they die. Because their body is very subtle. So subtle that when intense hatred arises, and their body became very heat, getting heated hotter and hotter, then the body became, banned. So not only human being, but also the deva as well. Right? Okay, any question? So this is called Aisa, simply is jealousy. Jealousy. Any question? Okay, no question. Easy. The next one is avarice, Macharya. Avarice. Sometimes we translate as a miserliness. Miserliness. So normally Abhidhamma trying to explain and clarify the mental state. Mental state. So therefore, if we want to know our mental state, it's good to learn Abhidhamma. Here is avarice, Macharya. It is a selfish dislike. A selfish dislike to share one's own belongings. One's own belongings. You don't want to share with your belongings, your you're not generous, not generous. You don't want to share your information. You don't want to share your information. So that is avarice. That's avarice. Recently, one of the Indonesian monk asked me to share the news, the posters, Abhidhamma classes. He requested me to share in my Abhidhamma class. I do so. It is in the chat group. So they are from Indonesia. So there is a phone number inside the poster. So you need to use your Indonesia postal code. Then you send your information to via WhatsApp. Suppose Indonesian monk asked me to share Abhidhamma classes, online Abhidhamma classes. If I have avarice or stinginess in my mind, I cannot share, right? I was trying to hold my classes. Oh, these are my students. Why should I share, like that? So, actually, if we think sharing information or classes, Abhidhamma classes, is a good thing to do, people who are interested, they can join, right? They can join. And they have a lot of benefit from that. Normally, people have a different dispositions, right? Different disposition. Some people like the way I teach. Some people may not, right? People who do not like my teaching will join those classes. Or even those who like my teaching also can join, right? A benefit for the students. It's a good thing to share. So here what I normally is a human mind, right? Human mind. We don't want to share information to our students. We worry that all my students will go to their class. No one here. Right? Normally, human mind is like that. So we have to understand, and if we have a self-confidence, if we have a self-confidence, then we can share, right? We can share. That's the nature of the mind. The nature of the mind. And also, don't want to share knowledge. It's very important, right? Knowledge. When I start to teach Satipatthana Sutta, I ask the note from 2 monks. They don't want to share, They don't want to share their note. So I have to do my own one. So that is a material avarice. Because they have a thinking in their mind, by using their note, then I became a better teacher. Or their student will go to my class. Maybe they may think in that way. So avarice is unwholesome, It's unwholesome mental state. Unwholesome mental state. So here, copyright, right? Copyright. Most of the book printed in Western world have a copyright. Especially religious books, copyright. Because of that, we cannot use their properties. Because of that, Soda Centre, Soda Centre cannot use those translation because of copyright. So they have to do their own translation. It takes 3 years, because Ajahn Sujado visited a few weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago, here, gave a Dhamma talk. It took 3 years to do translation because of copyright. I think as a Buddhist, then of course we can get some benefit from printing, but we should also release or freely, So therefore, in When Fao Meditation Center print tech, the English book, they write, you can copy and print as you want. That's important, right? Because of that, it reached to the devotees, students. I think many of you have used Soda Centre, right? Soda Centre. They don't have no avarice, so they are willing to share their knowledge and information. Because of that, we have a lot of benefit. So very wholesome mental state, right? Wholesome mental state. And also, a dislike to share one's own beloved ones. Normally, sometimes people doesn't want to share their friend, right? Their friend. Suppose you have a few friends when you're in your office. But when newcomer come to make friend with them, you don't like it. You don't like it because you are thinking that they will win friendship. I mean, your friend became their friend like that, right? It's also a kind of avarice, miserliness. So there are a lot of things that you cannot share. You cannot share. It is an aversion or a dislike to share something or someone with other people. So that means it is opposite of generosity, opposite of generosity. We can say that. Sometimes some people are generous, generous to share a lot of things, So this is according to commentary, this is a definition of avarice according to commentary. Very beautiful. Let this wonder be for me only, and not for others. Not for others. You have wonderful technique to learn Abhidhamma, to read the suttas. You have a very good note about Four Noble Truths for your exam. When somebody asks you to share your note, no, you do not give to them. Because you want to get number one. You want to become number one. Number one. You are studying one MBA, and you have a very good note. You study your subject using that note. Then you don't want to share with other people. When somebody asks you, you cannot share. Because if you share that note, that person will get number one. So because you want to be number one in the class, So that's a problem. That's a greed. Lobha, right? Lobha. If somebody take over your number one position by using your own note, you cannot stand it. You don't like it, right? You don't like it. You're very subtle mental state, very subtle one, right? Very subtle one. So that is called avarice. Let this wonderful things be for me only, not for other people. Not for other people. You are doing business, the business is successful, growing, bigger and bigger. Then somebody asks you the technique and also the method. You cannot share. You cannot share. So you are not generous enough to share that method. Sometimes it can be avarice. Sometimes it can be. Of course, sometimes we need to hold some time. But if you hold it too much, avarice, no? Avarice. Even though it is translated as avarice, miserliness, stinginess, covetousness, its proximate cause is aversion or hatred. Because normally within that, if we hold our knowledge, information, our beloved one, and no desire to share with other people generously, of course we can, it looks like lobha. Actually, the most approximate cause is hatred, dosa. So therefore, we add material into lobha dosa group. Dosa group. You cannot stand. You don't like, Somebody know your technique. Like that. Based on dosa. But it's closely connected with the lobha. So we have 5 types of avarice. 5 types of avarice according to Anguttara Nikaya, chapter 5, sutta number 254. Number 1, dwelling avarice. Awasa Macharya. You don't want to share the place with other people. Now, on the first row, only 2%. Then one person want to sit down here. He doesn't like. He doesn't want to share the place, right? The place. That's a human nature, right? Human nature. Because we want comfortable place, On the train, you don't want to share the place. When a senior citizen come to you, you pretend, you do not see. Because you don't want to share the place, Like that. That's a dwelling avarice. And sometime, even among the family, right? Among the family, suppose parents, father and mother stay one room, then your big brother stay in another room, but you have only 3 rooms. But 2 brothers have to share one room. Then another one move to another place, One brother move to another place. Then the younger one can stay alone, right? Staying alone in the room is better, right? Then when his brother came back, he doesn't want to share. Dwelling avarice, right? Dwelling avarice. You're not generous enough. You're not kind enough to share the place. Dwelling avarice. So there are different, many forms. Then family avarice. You don't like somebody talking to your sisters, talking to your brothers. Especially when we are young, right? When we are young, we don't like people, boys talking to our sisters, right? We don't like. When we are young. How about now? It can be a different form, right? So somebody is dealing with your friend. If you don't like their friendship, it can be family avarice. when somebody is talking to your friend, so there is a dislike or aversion in your mind. You don't like it. You don't like it. Then your friend will become closer to another guy, another one. You cannot stand it, right? You're not happy. So that is a family avarice. Family avarice. As for monks, when another monk is talking to our devotees, if you have unhappiness in your mind, family avarice. So when our devotee became the devotee of other monk, unhappiness arises. That is family avarice. A very subtle, very subtle one. Very subtle one. Another one is gains avarice, labha. Gains avarice. As I earlier said that you don't want to share an opportunity with other people. You only want to become a rich one. Or you have only one who got so many things. You don't want to share an opportunity with other people. So that's a gain avarice. So it happened to, businessmen. Normally they don't want to share, secret of their business. And they try to hold it secretly, right? Secretly. Another one is beauty avarice or fame avarice. Fame avarice. You want to become the most famous person in one place. So therefore, you don't want to share an opportunity to other people. In your job, in your company, so you are famous. People like you and the boss like you. Then a newcomer, a very smart, a very hardworking newcomer came. Then you worry in your mind. So he or she will take over your place. Fame, Fame avarice. That's also quite common. People want to become the most important person in the family, in the society, like that. They don't want to share an opportunity to other people. And also beauty. Sometimes beauty also sometimes is a kind of, suppose in your company, you are the most beautiful or the most handsome person, right? Because of that you are happy. You proud of yourself. But somebody who came later, also beautiful, also handsome, right? So then you have a jealousy in your mind. You have a happiness in your mind. You're not happy to see that another beautiful person, handsome person came, like that. So it's also a certain mind, a wholesome mind. Another one is in knowledge avarice. You don't want to share the knowledge because if you share your knowledge, they also become knowledgeable person like you. You don't like that. You don't like that. You want to be number one, the most knowledgeable person. You cannot share your knowledge. Also, so knowledge avarice, Dhamma Macharya. Dhamma Macharya. Okay, these are the 5 types of avarice according to Anguttara Nikaya. According to the commentary of the first Abhidhamma text, so Sotapanna removed wrong view and doubt. But not only that, Sotapanna also removed envy and avarice as well. Of course, when we read the Sutta just mentioned Sotapanna removed wrong view and doubt, Ditthi and Vicikiccha. But when we read the commentary of the first Abhidhamma text, Sotapanna also eradicate envy and avarice as well. You can see, seriousness of those unwholesome mental state. Okay, any question? No question, huh? Okay. Then study worry or remorse. So this is also very common, right? Man people. Worry and remorse, kokocha. It is subsequent regret or worries in your mind over unwholesome deed that you have done, and also wholesome deed that you haven't done. It's quite natural. After doing unwholesome thing, we regret. We have a worry in your mind, right? It's quite natural. So that regret and worry is the unwholesome mental state. Sometimes we haven't done something good in our life. We regret for it. So this is also unwholesome mental state. So when you read this one, number one, I have done something wrong yesterday. I have done something wrong last month. I have treated somebody badly like that. Regret and worry in your mind. So when you have a worry in your mind, then you're not happy, right? It destroys your happiness. So therefore, worry and remorse is one of the characteristics of dosa, hatred. Another one is, I haven't done anything good. I haven't done anything good. Especially when you grow older, some people, so they have a regret and worry in their mind. I haven't done anything good enough for my next life, like that, right? So people have a worry in their mind. I should have done something good. I should have done something good. So this is a worry and remorse. Normally people have, right? People have. So Bdmv talk about 2 points. After you have done something bad in the past, regrets will arise. Then, if you haven't done something good in the past, you regret. So when you have a worry and regret, so that is unwholesome mental state. Unwholesome mental state. It is not good. It's not good, right? Normally, most people have this type of mental attitude, right? Worry, a lot of worry, thinking what you have done in the past. A lot of remorse. So this is one of the worry. So I want to quote how to remove your worry and your remorse. Samanyaphala Sutta from Digha Nikaya, Sutta number 2. As you know that this Sutta is taught to King Ajatasattu. King Ajatasattu killed his own father because he wanted to become the king. He wanted to become the king. Because of that, he had a lot of worry and a lot of remorse in his mind, unhappiness in his mind. Because of that, he approached different religious leaders at the time. So when he met with the Buddha, he listened to what the Buddha taught. Then after listening to the Dhamma, he apologized, because his father, King Bimbisara, is a strong supporter of the Buddha. King Bimbisara donated Veluvana monastery, right? He is Sotapanna. So he was killed by his son, Ajatasattu. So after killing his own father, King Ajatasattu have a lot of worries and regrets in his mind. So after listening to the Buddha talk, he apologized and also he confessed to the Buddha. The Buddha, I have killed righteous king, my own father. Please forgive me. He have a lot of worry and regrets, remorse. So here you can look at what the Buddha taught. This is the method, one method to remove our worry and remorse. For great king, this is a growth in the Noble One's discipline that it is the growth, it is a good things in the Buddha Sasana. Number one sees one's own transgression as a transgression. Now he began to see his mistakes, right? He killed his own father. After we have done something bad in our life, so we have to know this is not good. This is not good. You have to know, number one, it's number one. If you treated your parents in a bad way, just trying to know, it is not good. It's not good. You treated your sister and brothers in a bad way, just know that. Normally, when your parents die, normally people have a regret, right? When their brother and sister die, regrets. Then having worry and regrets, remorse is not good. Unwholesome in the state. So here the Buddha giving the method. Number one, must know it's a transgression as a transgression. Number two, makes amends for it in accordance with the Dhamma. In accordance with the Dhamma. So you have to make amendment to your mistakes. That's very important, right? So you have to make amendment in accordance with the Dhamma. Number three, undertake future restraint. Try not to do it again. That's very important. Try not to do it again. A few years ago, one devotee told me that she do abortion. She have a remorse, because she killed her own baby. And she said that she got dreams. The baby came again, and blamed her for killing him. She has a lot of worry and remorse, and trying to get advice from me. I told her, this is not good. Number one, it's not good. Number two, try not to do it again. Try not to do it again. So here, what the Buddha, we need to change, right? Something is not good, try not to do it again. Then I talk about story of Angulimala. Angulimala killed thousands of people, right? So many people. But what happened? He became an arahant, right? He became an arahant. You kill only one. That one is not complete, limbs, complete limbs. So what I want to say is, don't feel so sorry for that. Try not to have a worry and remorse in your life. But the most important thing is, take lessons from it and try not to do it again. That's the most important thing. So here also, King Ajatasattu killed his own father. The Buddha said that if you know Anhosanti as a Anhosanti is good, then try to change it. Try to change your mental attitude. And also try not to do it again. Very simple, right? Very simple. The point here is, worry and remorse are unwholesome mental state. After you have done something bad in your life, after you haven't done something good in your life, don't feel worry. Trying to know as it is, it is unwholesome deed. Trying to change it. Trying to control, not to happen again, So this is the method. The Buddha taught not only in this sutta, many places. I also want to share the instruction of the Buddha. After you have done something bad, akusala karma, in the past, right? In the past, wherever. Or you cheated to somebody, or you killed human being, or you kill sentient being, or you commit adultery, like that. Anything. Is there any way to remove it? To remove such our bad karma? The Buddha says yes. So in Cakkapala Sutta, the Buddha has given the method to remove our bad karma. Many people think that after you have done an unwholesome deed, you cannot undo it again. No, it's not correct. You can undo, You can undo the unwholesome deed in the past. You cheated your customer, you tell lie, you are very rude to your parents, like that. Whatever unwholesome deed you have, you can change it. You can remove it. So number one, don't regret over unwholesome state that you have done in the past. Do not regret. Do not have any worry in your mind because of that I was and did in the past. Number one. Number two, don't do it again in the future. It's very important, right? You have remorse because of your past and karma. If you are doing again and again, no way to remove your bad karma, Second step is don't do it again in the future. So the last one is very interesting. The Buddha gave in that sutta. Develop 4 divine dwellings. Sometimes we translate 4 sublime states, right? 4 Brahma Vihara. Can you read it out? Metta, Karuna, Mudita, and Upekkha. I think most of you know, right? Most of you know it. Later we have to learn in details. In this chapter, we have to learn. So it's interesting, We can remove our unwholesome karma by practicing 4 sublime states, 4 Brahma Vihara. Wherever unwholesome karma in the past, you can remove by practicing metta, mudita, karuna, mudita, and upekkha. That's very important, right? That's very important. Suppose you are very rude to your sisters. You're trying to exploit to your sisters. So you're trying to beat and you're trying to harm your sisters. Right? That is unwholesome deed, unwholesome actions. Right? Later, you may have a regret in your mind, remorse in your mind. If you have a remorse by thinking, harming to your sisters, blaming to your sisters, exploiting to your sisters, remorse, worry, that is a unwholesome mental state. It's not good. How to remove that unwholesome deed toward your sisters? Need to practice 4 Brahma Vihara. Trying to practice metta toward your sisters. Trying to practice karuna, compassion toward your sisters. And trying to practice mudita toward your sisters. Trying to practice upekkha toward the action, her actions. Trying to love your sisters. Trying to treat with the love, compassion, altruistic joy, and equanimity. All your past karma will be removed because of 4 Brahma Vihara. Right? It's a very interesting sutta. So this is the way to remove our unwholesome karma. We also have the best way to remove our bad karma. Just like a Angulimala Thera, right? Trying to practice to become an arahant. That will be the best way. Because when you die, no more consequences of unwholesome karma, right? So that will be the best way. So the second best way is this one, So if you practice 4 divine dwellings, metta, karuna, mudita, upekkha, then your unwholesome karma will be removed. Very interesting, very interesting. So this is the way to remove your unwholesome karma, to remove your worry and remorse. Okay, any question up to now? No question, okay. I hope it's not difficult for you. Another one is how to become a happy person. How to become a happy person. So that is a Buddhist definition. Buddhist definition, very simple, very deep, very deep. So that can be found in Theravada commentary, and also as well as Samdha Nikaya, Aranya Sutta, Aranya means forest. Later I will talk about it. So here, this is a Buddhist definition of happy passing. Number one should not regret the past. Wherever you have done in the past, no regret. That's very important. Sometimes we make mistakes, right? Sometimes we haven't done anything good. Then we may have a regret in our mind. So when you have a regret, then you're not happy. One should not regret the past. The past can be anything, anything that you have done in the past. No regret. Number two, one should not long for the future. Normally, we think about our future, right? When you think about your future, then a lot of worry in your mind. So that's also create a happiness in your life. One should not long for the future. If you have a lot of expectation and also a lot of greed regarding with the future, then a happiness will come. One should not long for the future. Number three, one should be satisfied with the present moment. The present possession you have, present belonging you have, the present family member you have, the present place you stay right now. You need to satisfy. Then such one is called a contented person. In other words, a happy person. So therefore, contentment is very important. If you are not contented to your appearance, then a happiness will come. I am ugly. I am not beautiful, like that, right? So if you're not satisfied, the place you stay right now, the HDB flat, sometimes. Some people may stay HDB flat. Some people may stay, people who stay in the HDB flat, they want to stay in the condo, right? Condo. Those who are staying in the condo, they want to stay in the landed houses. Those who are staying in landed house, they want to go to, Sentosa, very expensive one, right? Do not think that they are happy, They also have a lot of expectation, They may not have a satisfaction, the house they are staying, That's a human nature. So because of such a mental state, they are not happy. So therefore, it is important to have a satisfactoriness or satisfaction. The place you are staying, the family member you are associating with. It doesn't mean you have to stop it. No. If you want to stay a better place, of course you must try. At the same time, you are contented with the place you are staying right now, Similarly, you may be associating with some people, must try to be contented, with that person. But if you are not satisfied, then of course you need to change it. So this is a very easy definition when you talk about happy person. No regret or remorse regarding with the past. and also no longing. So that means no greed what will happen in the future, right? The most important one is staying in the present moment, trying to be satisfied where you are right now, your family, your house, your job, etc. And value it. That's important. If you want to get higher possession, of course you need to try hard. So for that reason, I want to talk about two criteria of contentment. In other words, two criteria of happiness. That's not taught by the Buddha. It's taught by my English teacher. When I was young, I learned under this teacher. Then I take note his definition of contentment. In Pali, we call it santoti, right? Santoti. Number one, trying your best. Number one, we must try. Contentment doesn't mean you contented where you are and sleeping without trying anything. No, not like that. Number one, you must try hard. Number two, be contented with the result. Whatever result you have, whether the result is good or bad, it doesn't matter. You have to accept it. You have to satisfy with this. That is secret of happiness, happiness. Try your best, be contented with the result. So that will be contentment or happiness, You will be a happy person. So here, what is contentment according to Buddhism? What is contentment? In Dhamma, the Buddha said that Santoti Paramantanan. Contentment is greater wealth. Contentment is greater wealth. Now you have 10,000 US dollar, $10,000 in your hand. You are happy. You're happy for that. That's contentment. That's contentment. You have 100,000 in your hand. You are satisfied with this. You're happy for it, for that. That's contentment. You have a $1 million. You're happy for that. You are satisfied with this. That's contentment. That's contentment. Normally, in human nature, when you have a 1 million, you want to get 2 million, That's a human nature, right? So therefore, in Singapore, when you own one house, you want to get another house. Because you want to rent, You want to rent. So therefore, I think government have to do more tax, right? More tax for second house. That's a human nature, But we have to remember two things, right? You can try your best to make more money, to go to the higher place. You must try, you can try. But you have to contend with the result. Result maybe is not thing that you expected. But it doesn't matter, you have to accept it. You have to satisfy with this. So that will be contentment. So therefore, this is a Buddhist definition. Contentment is largely connected with what you have in hand. Normally, people expect a lot of things which are not in their hand, in their hand. Because of that, happiness increase, a lot of happiness in life. Actually, it is your attitude toward your belongings. It's your attitude. When you have a $10,000, you are happy. You're contented with this. There's no happiness in your mind. Your friend may have $1 million. Your friend may have $10 million, like that. It doesn't matter. You appreciate what you have. So that is the attitude toward your belongings. If you are happy and satisfied with what you have, it is called contentment. That's very important. You must try your best. You accept with the result you have. You satisfied with the belonging you have in your hand. So that's contentment. So when you have a contentment in your mind, then contentment is created with. The Buddha says, Santoti Paramantanan. So with the $10,000, of course it is not a much amount of money in Singapore, but you are satisfied with this, right? You are contented person. Contentment, Santoti. In Samdha Nikaya, we have one sutta called Arinya Sutta. So one of the Deva came to the Buddha and asked the question. The Buddha, I saw monks are staying in the forest. They don't have any dwelling place. They stay under the trees. They do not have a lot of belongings. They have only 3 ropes. They have alms bowl. That's all. They don't have any dwelling place, They are not staying under the roof. No. They're staying under the trees. But they look happy, Their complexion look bright. They look happy. What's the reason why? And the Buddha answered, because of 3 reasons. They don't have any regret and remorse in their past. Number 2, they don't have any longing for the future. Number 3, they stay in the present moment. Because of that, they are happy. You see, monks in the forest, they have only 3 ropes. 1 rope and lower rope. Another one to use as just like a blanket, to cover cold and heat, Only 3 ropes. Alms bowl, they eat 1 meal a day, They go to the village, they collect alms, they eat. Only 1 meal a day. They stay under the tree. So they are happy. They are contented with what they have, right? So that is a contentment in Buddhism. So regarding with present moment, I want to share one teaching called Lao Tzu, right? Lao Tzu. So I think he is the founder of Taoism. So one of the deity in Taoism. 6th century BC is a contemporary to the Buddha. Very interesting. His teachings and teachings of the Buddha are very similar, So here you can see, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. So people have a depression, thinking what they have done in the past, what they have lost in the past. They may lose their family member, they may lose their job, they may lose their possession, etc. Because of that, they feel depressed. So if you are staying in the past, probably you are depressed. Then if you are anxious, you are living in the future. People have a lot of anxiety when they are thinking about their future. what will happen in the future, anxiety and worry, because they are living in the future, thinking about the future. If you are at peace right now, you are living in the present. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. So therefore, we are doing meditation. Meditation means staying in the present moment. You are noting your in-breath and out-breath, right? Your mind is not going anywhere. Your mind is not thinking about your past, your future. Stay in the present moment. So therefore you are peaceful. When you can stay in the present moment, your mind is peaceful. So therefore, this is a kind of contentment. If you have a worry and regrets about your past, if you have a worry about your future, not peaceful, right? Need to stay in the present moment. Need to stay in the present moment. For that, also, this is also connected with the contentment or connected with the remorse, regret. The regret or remorse of an old man. So actually I got it from one of the forum email. It's about 40 years ago, long ago. So I like this story. An old man is writing to his friend. First, I was dying to finish my high school and start college. That's the human nature, right? When you are in high school, you want to finish your high school so that you want to go to college. When you go to college, you become a very free person, right? So no control from your parents, normally. That's our thinking. Then I was dying to finish my college and start working. When you're studying your college, you want to finish because you want to make money. You want to work because you want to make money, right? So that's the human nature. Another one, then I was dying to marry. That when you are working, then you collect some money, then you want to get married. I was dying to marry and have children to grow old enough, so I could go back to work. So when you have a children, so you want them to grow old, so that you go back to work again, right? So that's the human nature, right? Actually, it's talking about your life, I think. Huh? Talking about your life. But then I was dying to retire. When you are in college, you want to you want to work, right? Then now you want to retire. You're not happy to work. But then I was dying to retire. I think some of you, your age, right? You want to retire, You think that retirement time is good, No need to work. No need to get up early. You don't need to listen to blaming, accusation like that, right? I was dying to retire. Now I am dying. After you retire, going to die. An old man, writing a letter to his friend. Now I am dying. And suddenly I realized I forgot to live. I forgot to live in the present moment. That's important teaching in our life. Living in the present moment Very important. Wherever problem you have, whatever physical problem, monetary problem, any problem, you have to live in the present moment. Please don't let this happen to you. Appreciate your current situation and enjoy each day. It's very beautiful. So whenever I talk about worry and remorse, I share this story. This is actually resonate to everybody, right? Many of you. So you forgot. Even now, some people are thinking, if I die, will I be reborn in a heavenly realm again? Or will I able to come back to human realm again? You are living in the future, right? Living in the future, not living in the present moment. When I was young, I have one desire. I want to be born at the time of future Buddha, Mithya Buddha. So therefore, during this life, I need to make a lot of Bharami, a lot of good deed, so that I can be born at the time of future Buddha, Mithya, Mithya. When I was young. Maybe at the time, maybe after 20 years I did. I forgot when I started to change my thinking. Maybe after 20 years, I start to think. Gautama Buddha preached Four Noble Truths. Arimithya Buddha also will preach Four Noble Truths. Same, right? No different. Of course, when I want to become one of the great disciples of Arimithya Buddha, I can try. But now, I don't want. I want to stay in the present moment. I try my best to practice the Dhamma during the dispensation of Gautama Buddha, right? Same, same teachings. So don't think about your future, so much. People think about their rebirth so much. No, if you are staying in the present moment in a good way, don't worry. No need to worry about your rebirth. Your good karma will take care of itself. You don't need to worry. Actually, there are so many people, they worry about the last thought moment. When I talk about the last thought moment, a lot of questions, because I see worry in their mind. My advice is, no need to worry, just stay in the present moment, just do, One of our teacher write a small book, Mr. T.Y. Lee. Be a good, you will go to heaven. Don't worry about your rebirth, Just trying to be a good person, That's all. Then I also want to quote. There are a lot of quotes in my teaching. This is a Franz Gripasa from Australian. He is an Australian writer. As youth lives in the future, young people, they think about future. When I became 20 years old, I will become like this. When I get married, I will get married, such a person like that. Actually, they have a lot of dreams in their mind, right? Normally, they are staying in the future. So, the adept live in the past, especially old people, parents, senior citizens. They live in the past. When we were young, we have to try hard, Our Mardika generation try very hard. You young people are very lazy, Actually, they live in the past, right? Mostly. They think about their past. No one rightly knows how to live in the present. That's the important key in our life, right? Young people will live in the future. They have a lot of dreams, They want to become a lot of things in their life. But they forgot living in the present moment. Old people, normally they talk about their past experiences. So, young people have to listen patiently. Especially parents, right? So they are talking to their grandchildren. In my time, so we have to eat, 2 or 3 meals. 3 or 4 curry. Now you have a lot of curry, like that. So they normally stay in the past. So normally they forgot to stay in the present moment. What is the condition in the present moment, right? They forgot. So therefore, when you stay in the present moment, then no worry and no remorse in your mind. So that is the key to happiness. So I will make a final explanation, the last explanation about this Kakocha. So this is a higher teaching in Patikarata Sutta. So the Buddha said that spending the day by living in the present moment mindfully is an auspicious day. If you live in the present moment today will be an auspicious day. Any day, you stay in the present moment with the mindfulness. So that will be an auspicious day in your life. So this is a teaching from Patikarata Sutta. It talk about meditation. Let not a person revive the past. When you are meditating, the mind go back to the past. It's quite natural. Don't let that happen. Or on the future, build his hope. Normally, when you are meditating, you think about your future, right? What should I do tomorrow? Like that. For the past have been left behind, and the future had not been reached. Regarding with the past and future. Past already passed, future hasn't reached yet. So you have to, so the Buddha say, Pachopanan cha yo dhamman tata vipassati. Wherever phenomena is present, you clearly see right there. Very beautiful. Actually, it's meditation. When you practice vipassana, whatever phenomena arise in the present moment, you have to know right away. Whatever phenomena arises, you have to know it. So if you can have such mindfulness and concentration, if you can stay in the present moment in meditation, it will be an auspicious day. Mangala. Blessing. Of course, normally simply we call blessing day, right? Blessing. Okay, if you have a question, 2, if you have. Today, no question day. No question, huh? Okay. If no question, we'll call it a day. Huh? We'll call it a day. Teacher Lily, you have any announcement? No. Yo varatam pavaro manu jesu sakya muni bhagava gata kecho parakat palavidiya samangi dan sukatan saranata mupemi ragawi ragamani jamasokan Dhamma masangata mapatikulan Marura mimam bagunan suwipatan Dhamma mimam saranatamu Yatha chade nama hapalamahu Chattu susisu purisa Yogesu Attacha Bogala Dhammadasate Sangami Mansaranatamu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you. See you.